We live in a society where people hate their jobs, media and wrong nutrition take away our faith in God. They changing our thoughts, how can you say this ain't a plot? And if we don't react, we can expect that our brains will rot. See, every one of us got a purpose, now go and find it. Actually, you don't have to look for it if you're open-minded. Everything's connected, but the way we live is so divided. I'm just trying to enlighten you, cause the human folk is blinded. Your thoughts are responsible for how you perceive your life. Humans got different opinions, so do what you believe is right. Religions were invented to control and to make people fight. Why should I go to church? I just talk to God if I need advice. Fuck the separation, we're supposed to be a unity. Too many shady intentions, no one cares about you and me. I became suspicious, don't even eat the food I used to eat. Don't get manipulated and be careful what you choose to be. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. No matter what they say, hold on to your dream, cause anything is possible as long as you breathe. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Look, if you wanna achieve something, you don't need massive luck. If it's something you really want, then all you need to have is guts. Your subconscious mind and thoughts are shaping your reality, so own it yourself if you ain't satisfied with your salary. See, everything you do should be done with enthusiasm. Love is important too, and do never ever lose your passion. Enjoy the moment and stay away from things you can't control, and focus on the news if you really want to expand your soul. They only show us all the negative things that happen now. The problem we have is the false knowledge that's getting passed around. All these people who control the world are really selfish beasts, making us insecure and taking away our self-esteem. I'm the only person I know who questions his existence. Maybe it's my purpose to spread the truth with explicit wisdom. I will be glad if I could make this planet a better place. And if you got the same intention, then you shouldn't hesitate. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. No matter what they say, hold on to your dream, cause anything is possible as long as you breathe. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Start to live in harmony and stop to live in doubt and fear. Find a reason to smile instead of drowning in 1,000 tears. Ask your heart for advice so you won't regret your chosen path. Everybody needs motivation, you can't be too old for that. Showing gratitude is necessary for your future goals. You need to learn from your losses, but you should never lose your hope. Satan was created by humans to make us feel afraid. They're trying to confuse us so we don't even know what's real and fake. Listen closely to your heart so no one can control your mind. Don't believe everything just cause you hear it from an older guy. Don't get me wrong, I don't say that everything you've been told's a lie, but there are a lot of people who wanna say your soul is mine. You gotta protect it, ensure that your heart is guiding you. If you follow your intuition, it's easy to find the truth. Don't let your ego hinder you from living your life in peace. You will never reach your full potential if your mind is weak. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. No matter what they say, hold on to your dream, cause anything is possible as long as you breathe. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.
Greetings, 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 greetings. Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Much love to all of you wonderful deep divers. We are here. I hope everybody's day is going good. Like I say, deep divers, we got a whole new setup. How you feeling today? I woke up like this, all magical and flying. I hope everybody's day is going good. Let me say a thank you to the wonderful Matthew Tamplin, Gratitude Infinite Waters, it's Ralph Smart, Ambidextrous, absolutely. You know, a lot of people know I'm left-handed, but also right-handed at the same time. Both hands, deep divers. Shout out to everybody who's here. Starting off with gratitude. Full moon, you are appreciated. I love your lives. They feel so galactic. Curious to know why the black glasses. I want to know the eye secrets also. You said you were a 33 initiate. Freemason, one love. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who's here. Deep divers, do you want to know the secrets of the eyeglasses? Well, I don't wear glasses. In 2019, I went to the optician. I was just strolling and I said, oh, those glasses look amazing. And I was talking to a woman who was telling me about blue light glasses. Because I spend a lot of time sometimes. Back then, I used to spend a lot of time on the computer. And she's like, you should really get some blue light glasses. So ever since, I've been buying glasses. I just like sunglasses, deep divers, because once again, I got a softbox here, softbox there. I don't want bright lights on my eyes all the time. And they look cool, right? Am I a 33? I was born on March 3rd, 303. I'm a 33. I'm a 33. Master teacher. Shout out to everybody who's here. Deep divers, we've got an action-packed show. Action-packed show. Action-packed show. Matthew, you are appreciated. One love to you. I appreciate all of you. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, let's start off right. Let's start off right. First, let's breathe. That was beautiful. Let's go. Whoa. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. What are we doing? Raising the vibration. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. Thank you so much for joining me. We have a powerful live show. I said I got to go live. Deep divers, I got to go live. And I'm reading all of your comments, right? So let's talk about today's topic. Let's really talk about it. Let's talk about it. What spiritual awakening really feels like. Let's talk about it right here. Right here. What awakening spiritually really feels like and the law of attraction explained. We're going to talk about it, deep divers. We got a lot to talk about. I hope your day is going good. I hope everybody's day is going good. So like I say, there's a lot to get into, a lot to dive into. So let's dive into it. Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Abundance Life in the house. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. Ralph, thank you for all you do. You change my life in so many ways. I appreciate you. Hey, you are appreciated. You are appreciated. First and foremost, make sure that you check out the best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. #1 best-selling book. Also, the Book of 1111 Quotes at ralphsmart.com/the book, the new one. Check out the all-new limited designs at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. We got a whole new lineup. Shout out to everybody who's here. And to all of you marvelous deep divers, we got a whole new setup. I hope everybody's day is going good. We got a lot to talk about, deep divers. I can see the live chat in live time, right? So I just put out that video, what spiritual awakening feels like. Well, this video, we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about, but we're specifically going to talk about what it feels like to undergo a spiritual awakening. Also, the law of attraction explained to manifest anything you want. We're going to talk about it all because this is a big topic, big topic. What awakening spiritually really feels like and the law of attraction explained to manifest what you want. Deep divers, shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's diving deep, make sure that you smash the like button and share this video. Smash the like button, share the video, leave a question, leave a message, right? And like I say, this is not my show, it's your show. Whatever's on your mind, we can talk about. So let's start with this, deep divers. Let me ask you, deep divers, do you want the chat on the screen or do you want just this version? What do you want? Because like I always say, this is the people's show. I can keep the chat on the screen or we can go to the main screen. What do you want? Shout out to everybody who's here, deep divers. So let's talk about what awakening spiritually really feels like. So I had my big awakening in 2006. This is where it all began for me. And I always tell this famous story. I just finished university. I studied psychology, criminology. I was graduating. And it was supposed to be the best time of my life, but I was undergoing a massive spiritual awakening because I started to realize everything I had been taught at school, in university, was a lie. And I felt lost. And this is what a lot of people undergo with a spiritual awakening. A lot of people feel lost. You see, many people have breakdowns, and a lot of people are going through a breakdown. First of all, I always say, everybody is spiritual. You see, as human beings, people like to compartmentalize things and say, okay, this is a spiritual person, that's not a spiritual person. No, everybody is spiritual because the word spirit emanates from the Latin spiritus, which means breath. To breathe is to be spiritual. Slow motion this side. Right? So I always say that it is everybody's destiny to wake up from the deep sleep. It is everybody's destiny to gnothi seaton. What is gnothi seaton? To know thyself, to find out who you really are. And there are levels upon levels. You see, a lot of people aren't ready yet because it's not their time. Everybody wakes up at a different time, and there are levels to this. Just know that the people with the most power have the most knowledge. Let me repeat that. Just know that the people with the most power have the most knowledge. Always remind yourself of that. And this is the reason why it is so essential to realize that a big part of life is waking up to who you are spiritually. You know, I always say that spirituality is not something that you practice. Spirituality is who you are. And because of this, everything becomes clearer. Shout out to everybody who's here, everybody who's diving deep. Now, some mainstream news. Shout out to everybody who's here. XXXTentacion, you know, his killers were sentenced. They were found guilty. And I remember in 2018, XXXTentacion, his journey, you know, he really inspired the younger generation. And I was watching the court case, some of the clips, and the people that killed him were all in suits, right? And one of them was laughing when the guilty verdict came. In fact, he was kissing the relatives of X. He wasn't sorry. And this is why I told you that there's two types of time. There's demon time and there's angel time. A lot of people are not yet awake and aware of who they really are. And this is the reason why it's so important to go on the spiritual journey. Because if you don't, you're going to be on demon time. And it's going to catch up with you. Like it caught up with them. Because whatever goes around comes around. And you can run, but you can't hide forever. So a lot of people, once upon a time, even myself, I was going off the rails. And I needed guidance. And then I found my mentor who changed my entire life. That's why I told you, if I didn't go along my spiritual journey, there would be no Infinite Waters. If I didn't go along my spiritual journey, there would be no YouTube Gold Award. If I didn't go along my spiritual journey, I wouldn't be inspiring millions of people. I would be down and out. And this is the reason why a lot of people who go on this spiritual journey, the journey of knowing who you really are, become so empowered. But what does it feel like? Well, let's start from the beginning. You see, a lot of people go on a spiritual journey, and at times you can feel lost. You can feel like, gosh, where am I? What's going on? And this happens to a lot of people. You go through a stage of life where nothing makes sense. Sometimes you even doubt yourself. And you doubt yourself because you feel alone. And a lot of people, when we talk of going on the journey of awakening, you're going to have to spend some time alone. You're going to have to spend some time getting to know who you really are. And that's what it feels like in the beginning for a lot of people. It feels like you're on this journey by yourself. It feels like, hey, where did everyone go? It can be a lonely journey in the beginning. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't want to go on the spiritual journey. They would rather be in the matrix, be dumbed down, because they're not ready to truly face themselves. They're not ready to truly work on themselves. And that's what happens during a spiritual awakening. You got to face yourself. You got to face yourself. You can't run anymore. You got to face yourself. Shout out to everyone who's here, Deep Divers. Like I say, hit that super chat, smash that like button. I'm reading your comments, reading everything. So shout out to everyone who's here. One of the things I said is that when we talk of this whole journey of finding out who you really are, it can be confusing because a lot of people don't know what to believe. And a lot of people are not able to be alone because they've got other responsibilities. And that's the reason why a lot of people go through a breakdown. Because a lot of people along their spiritual journey are in two minds. A lot of people are in two minds. Have you ever been in two minds, Deep Divers? Sometimes you got one foot in, one foot out. That's what happens. See, your spiritual journey is not going to come to you when you're 60. It's going to come right now. And this is what it feels like to go on this spiritual journey, to awaken spiritually. You feel pressure. You feel overwhelmed. Sometimes it's unbearable. The reason why is because it happens sometimes when you're studying, when you're working, and you're coming across these big truths. You want to tell people at work. You don't know how they're going to take it. Sometimes you're studying. When I was in university, I was having that massive awakening. I was talking to people. They didn't want to know about it because they're like, hey, I got to study. So this is what happens to a lot of people on the spiritual journey. They can sometimes find themselves feeling alone. But that's needed. Because everybody, to become mentally strong, you're going to have to learn how to be alone. The reason why I'm manifesting, living my best life, is because I had to learn how to be alone. And that's the reason why I enjoy my own company. And that's the reason why I'm still here after all these years. So I also want to know, for you, deep divers, what did it feel like along your spiritual journey, which you might be in right now? What did you go through? I'll be interested to know. Shout out to everyone who's here. You know, I've received thousands of messages over the years, thousands of messages. And a lot of the messages people send me, if I go back and check, it's at least over 100,000 messages. Many people tell me their whole entire life has changed since they've started to watch my videos. A lot of people started to watch my videos back in 2012, and they tell me about where they are right now, and it's amazing because it's got everything to do with that spiritual journey. A lot of people say, Ralph, I'm off grid right now. Ralph, I'm living my best life right now. And it is amazing to hear how people's lives transform. You know, I liken spiritual awakening to the caterpillar and the butterfly. A lot of people are caterpillars. You start off life as a caterpillar. And as a caterpillar, you're just eating all the leaves, not moving anywhere. And, you know, one day that has to come to an end. And that's what happens to a lot of people. Things come to an end. The old way comes to an end. This is exactly what it feels like to go through that spiritual awakening. The old way comes to an end, and the new way starts to begin. And I'm so happy to see so many people waking up, so many people going on that journey of spiritual awakening. Like I say, deep divers, shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. I'm proud of you. Because you see, a lot of people going through a spiritual awakening have a lot of resistance. Sometimes there's no support. And it's what I call the test. If you can hold on, great things will come. But you have to hold on. I've been able to see what happens when you hold on. And it actually works in your favor. Some people lose patience. And they become like Cypher. A lot of people, once upon a time, were fast awakening. They were wide awake. Then they went back to sleep. Because they got carried away. Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Everybody who's diving deep. How you feeling today, deep divers? Right? So, with everything, it's good to see so many people who are waking out of the deep sleep, who are starting to realize your entire life has been a lie, who are starting to have a question mark. And that's what it's all about. You know, children are born with their eyes wide open, their eye wide open. That's why they're asking questions. The 3 W's. When, what, where. And this is the secret. Because as you begin to awaken, you start to ask the same questions. Shout out to everyone who's here. Like I always say, deep divers, let's start off the show with gratitude. I don't go live a lot. Hit that super chat. Leave a comment. Leave a message. Because like I say, the reason why I'm here is because of gratitude. And this is part of your spiritual journey, to focus on gratitude. So like I always say, evilness, wickedness always has sponsors. That's a slow motion. It's time for you to start sponsoring righteousness. Hit that super chat. show gratitude, then we can talk about it. Like I always say, what we must never forget is never to take something for granted. I already put out a video, but I said, let me just go live. But if you want these lives to continue, you're going to have to support the show. You're going to have to hit the super chat. You're going to have to hit the tip page. You're going to have to give thanks. So like I say, gratitude. So hit the super chat. We can come back. We can dive deep, leave a message, leave a question. It's your show. Life is good. Let's raise the frequency. Like I say, let me thank inner knowing. You are appreciated. As we heal, we are releasing toxic energies, keeping us stuck in a reality we want to be changing. Our physical reality will now become a match for how we are feeling free. Is the global awakening the reason for the bank system collapsing? Great question. Great question. You are appreciated. Like I say, gratitude. Inner knowing, that's a great message. And thank you for your generous gift. Great message. As we heal, we are releasing toxic energies, keeping us stuck in a reality we want to be changing. Our physical reality will now become a match for how we are feeling free. Is the global awakening the reason for the bank system collapsing? Absolutely. The global awakening is responsible for so much, so much. It's because of people who are brave and who are fearless. It's because of people who are brave and who are fearless. Way showers, light workers, chosen ones, that the world is in the state it's in. Let me shout out to Knowledge. You are appreciated. You got it. You are appreciated. I'll come back to your question. So it's because of this massive shift that's happening. This is the reason why the world is in the state it's in. This massive awakening that's unfolding right before our own very eyes is happening as I'm speaking. And it's only because of people who have been putting pressure on the whole infrastructure. People who are playing their role. You see, I had to play my role because I knew that when I came in, I had to get people ready. And it wasn't only me. There was Spirit Science. There was Till Swan. There were other master teachers back in 2012. We were getting you ready. And it is because of so many other people who have been helping humanity that humanity has a chance to find a way out. And also why the system is collapsing. But it's not just because of us. It's because it's time for a change. It's because we're at the dawn of the age of Aquarius. It's also because human beings have reached a dead end. The way we have been living is no longer sustainable. And it's also because of the internet. See, the internet is this free, open source of information in its original conception. It's changing now, but when it first came out, there was a lot of information a lot of people had access to. And that's the key for awakening. It's information, then it's action with what you're going to do with the information. What's happened with the banking system, Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, Credit Suisse collapsing, all of the banks collapsing, is simply because of greed. And it's also because it wasn't built on anything to begin with. See, the Native Americans all over Africa, they traded in gold, diamonds, minerals, which had real value. And once they put people on a fiat currency, inflation began. So the more money they print, what happens? Starlight, you are appreciated. I appreciate you. The more money they print, the more everything loses value. Like Robert Kiyosaki said, the one who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that you should invest in gold and silver. I say this, that you should invest in yourself. You should take this as a wake-up call. Because you see, in 2008, a lot of people lost money. A lot of people lost their homes with the economic collapse. And if you have so much money tied in the bank, if it collapses, you're going to lose money. You're not going to be able to get it out. And that's the reason why a lot of people are investing in crypto. People are investing in silver, gold. But I always say, invest in yourself because you are the real gold. Great question. Like I say, deep divers, we got a lot to talk about. Reading every single super chat, every single tip page. Deep diver, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. I don't want to cover up anymore. Not my face, not my mind, not my soul, not my thoughts, not my dreams, not my struggles, not my emotional growth, nothing. Thank you, Ralph. You are appreciated. What? Slow motion this side. What? Deep diver, you're diving deep right now. I don't want to cover up anymore. Not my face, not my mind, not my soul, not my thoughts, not my dreams, not my struggles, not my emotional growth, nothing. Thank you, Ralph. You are appreciated. And that's exactly what happens in your spiritual awakening. You don't want to cover up anymore. Oh, no. Shout out to everybody who's here, deep divers. Oh, yeah, we just started. We just started, deep divers. Oh, yeah. Matthew Tamplin, you are appreciated. Thank you. What is your advice? What is your advice for detaching from technology? That's a great question. Great question. Great question. Okay. So, Matthew, how do you think Ralph Smart detaches from technology? Deep divers, Smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. And today we are talking about what spiritual awakening really feels like, and the law of attraction explained to manifest what you want. And also, I'm taking your messages, your questions about current events, news stories that's on your mind. We can talk about it. So Matthew, great question. What is your advice for detaching from technology? Thanks. Well, you see, I've made over 4,000 videos in the heart of nature. And I always say technology is not a bad thing. It's a tool. I spend very little time on technology, on mobile phones, even on the computer. When I'm in the heart of nature, I'm in the heart of nature. I'm actually creating in nature as well. So your advice, the advice for you is to spend more time in nature. That's number one. You may not find any Wi-Fi signal, but I swear you'll find a better connection. Also, turn off your phone at night. It's very hard to do. Put your hand up, deep divers, if you sleep with your phone on. If you sleep with your phone on, say, I sleep with my phone on. If you sleep with your phone on, say, Ralph, I sleep with my phone on. Sometimes I do. But I've realized that it's like you get a whole better sleep when the phone is off. Have you noticed that, deep divers? When your phone is off, you sleep better. You feel better. And there's a reason why. Because your phone produces ELF waves, extremely low frequencies. See, a lot of people don't realize your phone produces radiation. Electromagnetic frequencies, extremely low frequencies. Your mobile phone is a distraction at times. And this is the reason why, if you can learn to not be addicted to your smartphone, you will become incredibly powerful. Once again, technology is not bad. You need the balance. You know, the screen time is 6 hours, 58 minutes. In the US, is 7 hours and 4 minutes. That's a lot of screen time. So a lot of people don't realize that you're getting a bad neck, your eyes. But you got to remind yourself, if you are someone who uses technology, make it work for you. Make it work for you. How do I make technology work for me? Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Technology is my servant. Technology is my servant. It works for me. Technology helped me manifest infinite abundance. I love technology. But I'm not a slave to technology. When you can learn not to be a slave to technology, great things happen. So remind yourself, technology is just a tool that you should be able to master, and have a certain time where you don't use your phone, have a certain time where you don't use your computer. Go out more. All of these things are going to help you. Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. How you feeling today, deep divers? Great question. And that's part of your spiritual journey. Part of your spiritual journey is about letting go. And this is a sign you're awakening. You know, I know people who have gone on retreats. They've gone far away and they didn't take their phone with them. They just went and they found themselves. And this is the path you're going to have to take to really level up. You're going to have to let it all go. I've done it. There was a time when I didn't even have a phone, didn't even have the internet. And it was a very liberating time. In fact, you might find people who are happiest don't even have a phone. Now that's something. You might find people who are so happy don't even have the internet. Because you see, All the internet is for is connection. That's all it's for, connection. But when you have a community, what else do you need? And when you remind yourself that your DNA is a biological internet, transmitter and receiver of information, this is the reason why the ancients had telepathy, telekinesis. They had all of these abilities because they were able to tap into their mind. And that's what happens when you begin to detach from technology. You actually become the original technology. Drop a bomb on that. Deep divers, how you feeling today? I woke up like this. Right? What awakening spiritually really feels like, and the law of attraction explained to manifest what you want. So we're in a very powerful time right now. Because you see, there was a weird phase, and it was around 2018, where you had a lot of people who were on demon time. You had a lot of people who were programmed into a fast life. And I told you, XXX Tentacion, his killers were found guilty. And I said, what would make these guys kill somebody like that? I'm a criminologist. What happens, that's what happens when you don't become spiritually aware. You do things like that because you have a lack of connection. And on your spiritual journey, you have a great connection. You see someone as another you. That's why in the Indus Valley, they said, in Lakesh, I am another you. That's why in the Indus Valley, they said, Namaste, which means the divine in me sees the divine in you. And that's the reason why all of these spiritual practices have created the best. They've brought out the best of humanity, brought out the best out of people, changed people's entire lives. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. Studio H, you are appreciated. Much love to you. Thank you so much, Studio H. Let me give a round of applause to everyone who's here. Studio H, thank you. I'm seeing so many teenage crystals and rainbows having hard times to balance themselves with their spiritual visions. How can they bring out their truth to the planet? I appreciate you so much. Hey, you are appreciated. You are appreciated. You are appreciated, Studio H. So let me tell you this. In 1960, the parapsychologist Nancy Ann Tappy started to see children that were being born have an indigo aura. And they were known as the indigos, right? And they were part of the hippie movement and part of peace, love, and no war, right? Well, they had children. The crystals. And the crystals had children, the rainbows. There are an extremely large amount of people, young people, who are waking up. You had the basketball player Kyrie Irving, who was really talking to Gen Z. And he said, we're here to shake it up. We're here to shake some shit up, right? We're here to shake it all up. And that was powerful Because you see, the youth need guidance. You've got to remind yourself that there are two forces on the planet. There is a benevolent force. There is a malevolent force. There are light workers. And there are people who are keeping you in the deception. There are beings on this planet who can only survive off your fear. They can only live off your pain and suffering. And there are also beings who are helping humanity every single day. You've got to remind yourself that if you know a young person, if you have a child, or even if it's you, and you're a crystal, you want to bring your truth to the planet, you're going to have to realize that now is even more difficult. The reason why is because we're in the final end game. Everything is happening at the same time. There's a reason why the world was in lockdown in 2020. 2020 symbolic of 2020 vision. This was the year, 2020, that COVID year, that was the year of the great awakening, symbolized by the Great Conjunction. People were awakening at supersonic speeds. The inorganic ones had to lower the frequency. They had to lower the frequency. So where we find ourselves now is new distractions. TikTok. A lot of young people, a lot of crystals, even adults, older adults, are distracted from what they're here to do because the inorganic ones create the illusions. They are masters of illusions. And a lot of the crystals are addicted to these apps, which take them further into the Maya. And how you can help them is by showing them another way. That's what I'm doing. Infinite Waters, a lot of young people watch my videos. I've inspired a lot of young people. I'm still young, but even younger than me. And a lot of them have started their own channel. They've started their own live stream show, their own podcast show. So they're getting their own narrative out there. And that's what it's all about. You've got to be an example to the younger generation. They don't want to be talked to in a preachy way. You got to lead by example. Because you see, how everything changes is that you show the spiritual awakening journey is a journey of abundance, love, health, wealth, and prosperity. That's what I've done. Because I said, I'll be damned if I'm a poor righteous teacher. You got me twisted. No. Because like my mentor taught me, as you go on your spiritual journey, you will become richer and richer, more abundant. And that's what I'm doing. That's what is happening for me and a lot of people I know. You become wealthier, healthier, happier. Your life changes for the better. And you have to show the crystals, the teenage crystals, that actually this is the right path. You see, when you're young, you're more impressionable. Once upon a time, how many of you believed these music videos? How many of you believed these song lyrics? A lot of people did, because that's what happens. When you are young, you're impressionable. You can see someone and think, oh, that's the life I want, not realizing these same people are lost. Hugh Grant was at the Oscars, right? Hugh Grant was at the Oscars, and the woman was asking him about the film. She asked him, hey, what suit are you wearing? And he's like, something my tailor made. He wanted to get away because he was starting to realize it's all an illusion. There are more important things going on in the world. And this is what happens, where there's a reason why billions of people are following a kind of faith. It could be Christianity, Judaism, Islam. It's because that's the destiny for every human being. In every religious practice, there's a spiritual part. Islam, Sufism, Judaism, Kabbalah, Christianity, the Gnostics. Right? And that spiritual part is going to get you on the right path and road. And you have to show the younger generation that you can still live it up and still be spiritual and prosperous. That was a great question. Great question. One of the things a lot of people feel on their spiritual journey is that they're caught up. And it's what I call being in limbo. You see, as you begin to awaken, it's going to change your entire life decisions. You're going to start changing where you work. You may not want to work there anymore. You may not want to go to that club anymore. You may not want to hang around that group anymore. It changes every aspect of your life. You may not want to eat that food anymore. You may not want to eat on the dollar menu. You may not want to eat on the dollar menu anymore. You might say, you know what, right now, I'm going to Whole Foods. Right now, I'm going to the fruit market. And people will say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. But this is what happens. And it's happening to so many people. And it's a good thing. It's a great thing to see. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. Oh yeah. How you feeling today, deep divers? What's on your mind? Let me know. I said I gotta go live. Abundance Life. Ralph, thank you for all you do. You changed my life in so many ways. I appreciate you. Hey, you are appreciated. Thank you. Samedi Chom, you are appreciated. Hands doing the sign of the horns with sparkles around. Hey, you are appreciated. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. What's on your mind, deep divers? Talk to me. A person's perspective, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. A person's perspective. Just got back from vacation from a third world country, and I'm super happy to be back in Canada, feeling mad, humbleized, and grateful for living in abundance with so many people, while so many people are impoverished, right? Absolutely. Grateful for living in abundance while so many people are impoverished. A lot of the world is impoverished. And that's why I say you have to travel. You got to go around to say, actually, I'm so thankful. I've been to over 50 countries. And I've been to beautiful places. I've been to places where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe people are living like this. What am I complaining about? It really humbles you. And a secret of this is that no matter where you are, you can find a way out. And where you're born is part of your life journey. Some people who are living in very bad conditions, it actually makes them stronger. Some people who are living in poverty, they go up, they find a way out. And these are the most successful people on the planet. Because hard times make strong souls. That's a slow motion. Hard times make mentally strong people. You have a lot of people who have everything. Multi-millionaires, but they're depressed. They're unhappy. Because too much comfort can also be a prison. You see, when you have too much comfort, It can be a bad thing. That's the reason why you got some people like Sting saying, hey, I'm not going to give my children all of my millions. They got to work for it, right? Because anytime you're a trust fund baby, you become lazy. You enter into a prison where you stagnate. And that's why sometimes when your back is against the wall, it's actually a good thing. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. Kenny Breezy, you are appreciated. You didn't leave a comment. You are appreciated. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. So, deep divers, what awakening spiritually really feels like, and the law of attraction explained to manifest what you want. Top of the hour, right? Top of the hour. We can go on to the law of attraction. Deep divers. Let's raise the frequency. Let's raise the frequency. So, law of attraction, let's talk about it. Let's talk about law of attraction. I put out that video, deep divers. So you want to manifest? I got you. Did you like that video, deep divers? A lot of people saw that video. They're like, Ralph, thanks so much for that video. So you got to remind yourself when we talk of, so you want to manifest, I've got you. We've got to remind yourself the universe doesn't respond to your wants. This is first and foremost. If you are someone who's saying, I want this, I want that, the universe doesn't understand what the hell you're talking about. The reason why is because if everybody wanted what they wanted, they wouldn't want it. No, there's a reason why billions of people are saying, I want this, I want that, and they still haven't got it. So your wants aren't working. We're going to talk about it. Lydia Hill, you are appreciated. Let love guide you and not fear is an awesome statement that I first heard from you, Ralph, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you. Thank you, Ralph. Hey, you are appreciated. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. Get a blast off for you. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're blasting off right now. I appreciate you, Lydia Hill. I appreciate you. So the universe doesn't care about what you want. We never attract what we want. We always attract who we are. And this is so important when we talk of you along your journey, manifesting. David Holmes, you are so appreciated. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Like attracts like. Nature abhors a vacuum. The present is always perfect. Wait a minute.
Perfect.
You got a Street Fighter perfect, David.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Like attracts like. Nature abhors a vacuum. The present is always perfect. David, you're always blessing us with your wisdom. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So one of the things is a lot of people want to manifest their dream life. Deep divers, do you want to manifest your dream life? If you do say, I want to manifest my dream life. How many of you want to manifest your dream life? How many of you are already living your dream life? Let me know. How many of you want to manifest your dream life? How many of you are already living your dream life? Be honest. See, you got to be honest. Can you honestly say, yes, this is the life I love right now. I am the happiest living this lifestyle. Shout out to everyone who's here. Smash that like button, deep divers, share the video. Smash that like button, deep divers, share the video. So when we talk of manifesting your dream life, some people are saying, nope, it's all right. It's hard. To manifest your dream life, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. You see, manifestation requires honesty. A lot of people are not honest with themselves. The reason why is because they are pretending their life is perfect when it's not. You ask people, how you doing? They say, I'm fine. Fearful, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Manifesting and living my dream life every day. Hey, you are appreciated. That's what's up. A lot of people, they want to show the world how great their life is when their life is not actually like that. Do you know how many people spend so much time taking the perfect selfie? Do you know how much time people spend trying to impress other people that they have a great life when they don't? And this is the reason why a lot of people are not living their dream life, because they're too busy wasting time trying to fool other people. And that's the reason why you have to be brutally honest and say, you know what, right now, my life sucks. If you can say that, you're on your way. I had to say that when I woke up one day and said, actually, this is not the life I really want. I want more. I don't want to settle. I don't want to say it's all right. I want to say this is amazing. You want to be as excited as a child. You want to be as excited as a child in a candy store. Your eyes want to light up. Your teeth want to light up. One of the things about manifestation is that you have to be very clear about what you want. You have to have laser focus on what it is you want. You have to have a mission statement. What is your mission statement? Every single day, when you wake up, what is your mission statement? What is your mission statement? What am I here to do? Am I living my true purpose? You have to have a mission statement every single day. Part of manifesting is about seeing how you are internally. Everything we attract externally is coming from what is internally inside of all of us. A lot of people don't realize that they block their blessings every single day. A lot of people don't realize they block their blessings every single day. One of the ways a lot of people block their blessings is by being afraid that other people are going to make it. Being afraid of other people's success. Being afraid of other people's achievements. Are you a hater, deep divers? I hope you're not. So when we remind ourselves that what happens when you wish people well? What happens when you want to see other people succeed in life? This is key. What happens when you really want to see other people do well? Because you see, manifestation is linked to your heart. And what do I mean by this? A lot of people haven't manifested because their heart is impure. They don't wish people well. Then they block their blessings without even knowing it. A little story. When I was saying, hey, I want to manifest a YouTube Gold Award. I would see other people as an inspiration. I would say that's amazing, that person has manifested. Not realizing I had just stumbled across a secret. That by me wishing someone else well, that's exactly what I want for myself. So you really want to wish people well. You really want to learn to celebrate other people's success. That's a very basic step of manifestation. If you don't want people to succeed, if you don't want people to make it, you don't want yourself to make it. Because you see, you reach a level of manifestation where, and this is how you know you really manifested. Other people's manifestations don't get in the way of your own. Let me repeat that. Other people's manifestations don't get in the way of your own because you're in a league of your own. And you're happy for everyone else's success because you're already living your best life. You're happy where you are. You're in your own race. You're not competing with anyone. And this is a law of attraction secret. Run your own race. Stop competing with other people. Focus on yourself. The more you can focus on yourself and where you need to be, where you need to go, you're on your way to manifesting. You're on your way to manifestation. Shout out to everyone who's here. Smash that like button, deep dive, and share the video. Matthew Tamplin, you are most definitely appreciated. Thank you so much. Deep divers, hit that super chat. Reading every single message, every single super chat. Matthew Tamplin, Infinite Waters is live. I got my notepad ready. The master speaks. Much love and appreciation. Hey! You are appreciated. So, we've got to remind ourselves that part of your manifestation, part of manifesting your dream life is about what you wish for other people. Very important. Very, very important. You want to be inspired by other people's success because that means you're on your way to manifesting. Means you're on your way to manifesting. A lot of manifestation that people go through, because manifestation involves what you want and what you don't want. Everyone is already manifesting whether they like it or not. The question is this what you want? It begins by becoming a magnet of what you desire. It begins by embodying what you desire. How would it feel like to manifest that? Let's just say you're manifesting your dream life. You're somewhere and right now, this is your dream life. How would you feel right now? See, this is how you manifest. This is how you create a living vision board. How would you feel like if you could do whatever you want every single day, run like this woman in the fields, in the meadows, taking care of her family, living with her family in happiness and happily ever after? How would that feel? What's the emotions that this woman is going through right now? Right? And that's what you have to do. You have to start feeling the emotions of your desired outcome. You have to start feeling the emotions of your desired outcome. So, using myself as a case study, let me shout out to the wonderful David Tomes. You're most definitely appreciated. Whenever you help someone, even in the smallest way, you may change their whole life forever. What? Slow motion this side. We need a blast off, David. Because we just left Earth right now. We just left Earth, right? We're blasting off right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blasting off. David, you just made us blast off from Earth. Whenever you help someone, even in the smallest way, you may change their whole life forever. Ooh, absolutely. That was powerful right there. That was powerful right there. David, you're dropping bombs and gems. Nikki B in the house. Shout out to you, Nikki. You're most definitely appreciated. The wonderful Nikki B. Hey, Ralph, I stopped smoking weed for 15 days. Can you talk about how this is affecting on our ascension process? Thank you. Hey, great message. Great message. Got to remind yourself that you have to know thyself. You have to know your body. Marijuana is a healing herb, but it's all about if you need it or not. Some people get very lazy smoking weed. They become very lazy. Not lazy, just very laid back. And that's the reason why everything is about what you need to do. If you have a mission to do on this planet, if you need to really wake up early, do some stuff, weed may not be the best for you. At the same time, there are many medicinal properties that are in weed that can help people even with pain, all kind of things. And you can use it if you need to heal from something, an ailment, because once again, it is a medicine. But it reacts differently to everyone who uses it. Because once again, not everyone is supposed to be smoking weed. You have to do what works for your body. I don't smoke weed. I'm already high, deep divers. Slow motion this side. I'm already as high as a kite. People say, Ralph, how come you're so high? I say, I'm high on life, baby. I'm high on life. I'm literally high on life, deep divers. High off that. Wait a minute. High off that. Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's my weed. Selena Mato, you are appreciated. We are gold, pure, everlasting, and abundant. Therefore, the real riches, the real treasures are the ones we find within. Using the tools we have learned and raise our vibration, we will become who we came here to be. Woo! Selena Mato, you're diving deep right now. That was powerful. We are gold, pure, everlasting, and abundant. Therefore, the real riches, the real treasures are the ones we find within. Woo! Using the tools we have learned will raise our vibration. We will become who we came here to be. Absolutely. 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 You know, Selena Mata, I want to thank you for being such an amazing human being. And I want to thank everyone who's been here and everyone who is here. Let me tell you this, that we are gold. And this is part of manifesting your dream life. You want to turn lead into gold. You see, I turned lead into gold. How did I do it? I was writing Feel Alive with a pencil. And I got a call from the publisher, distributor, who said, Ralph, Feel Alive is selling more than people with 50 titles. What on earth is going on? I said, hey, I have no idea. He said, it's a best-selling book. He said, you've been able to turn lead into gold. And this is what we have to do. We have to turn the negativity, the raw emotions, the ups and the downs into something that works for us. That's how you begin to manifest. This is the law of attraction explained. You have to be a transformer. You have to transform the energy. People who are able to transform the energy are master manifestors. Let's say someone shouts at you and you just smile and get on with your day because you got to go somewhere. You're not going to allow a small moment to interfere with the entire day. You've already learned the art of alchemy, so you're well on your way to manifest even more that day. Let's say someone shouts at you and you say, oh my gosh, I'm going to allow this person to ruin my whole day. Now you're crying yourself a river. You're angry, and that has taken you off your path. So when you remind yourself how you feel internally determines what you attract externally, everything changes. Princey215, you are appreciated. You showed me how to live my best life. I'm so grateful for you, Ralph. I had to elevate, and now I just say, feels so good to be alive, Gaia. Hey, you are appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And that's why I say, deep divers, it's a marathon. Part of manifesting your dream life, it's a marathon. I'm still going, and I'm never ever going to stop. Because for me, this is a therapy. This is a medicine. This is a love relationship. I love what I'm doing. And I don't want it to end. And therefore, it's never going to end. Can you wake up and say that, deep divers? I don't want this to end. When you go into your workplace, wherever you work, can you say, I don't want this to end? Or are you trying to get out of there? Be honest. Be honest, because you want to create a life that you don't need a vacation from. You want to create a life that you don't need a vacation from. But you see, it's going to take work. And the work is going to be very difficult. The reason why is because you're going to have to fail and fall on your ass. We're in a world where people don't like to fail. Everyone is a so-called winner. They give medals for 8th place, 7th place. But in life, sometimes you have to lose and come last and see what that feels like. That's going to be inspiration to get back on your feet and do better. But in this world, you're congratulated for being lazy. And this is the reason why a lot of people trick themselves into thinking they're manifesting when no, you're just in a state of delusion. You're got to be hard on yourself to say, you know what? I can do better than this. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. Ketsia, you are appreciated. Happy Pisces, Ralph. Question, I don't fit in with my fam as a neurodivergent. I'm struggling to be independent, connected, socially, emotionally. It's hard. I hear you. You got to remind yourself that if you're struggling to fit in, that's because you're custom made. What if I told you you're not here to fit in at all? You're here to stand out. I tried to fit in. And guess what? I wasn't manifesting. The moment I realized I was custom made, there's nobody like me. I am unique, and that's my power. And that's my golden ticket. This is Willy Wonka, Deep Divers, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you learn that you're not here to fit in, you are here to be a custom-made co-creator. There's nobody like you. And that's the reason why you're going to manifest. You're going to be successful at everything you do. So you have to change your mindset, Kessia. You've got to say, you know what? I don't want to fit in. I'm going to shine my light so strong that people are going to be hypnotized by it. They're going to say, oh my gosh, what is Ketsia drinking? What's she eating? A lot of people feel socially awkward because they're trying to fit into a crowd that's not meant for them. You're trying to fit into a group that's not meant for you. And it's hard. When the shoe doesn't fit, it's always painful. I said, when the shoe doesn't fit, it's always painful. I said, when the shoe doesn't fit, it's always painful. Get a right size. That was a slow motion. Deep divers, we're here. Shout out to everyone who's here. You're custom made. You're custom made. Renee, shout out to you. Much hugs. You are appreciated. Infinite love and health. You are most definitely appreciated. Thank you so much. Gratitude. Giving thanks, mentor. You and all the deep divers waking up was like a big smack across the face. Tell me to wake up and get it and get in or get the hell out. I like that. Yeah, that's what it's like for a lot of people. You see, a lot of people on their spiritual journey, waking up was like a big smack across the face, telling me to wake up and get in or get the hell out. Yeah, you know, you're faced with this choice that you have to make. And it happens all at once. This is the reason why it can be overwhelming, because you got a choice to make. Nature can be very blunt. It can say, hey, if you don't change this, don't expect anything better. And that's the reason why a lot of people who are going through the spiritual awakening go through a phase of really talking to themselves, sometimes doubting themselves, worrying, then eventually testing themselves, believing in themselves. You reach a point where your third eye cracks right open. And now you know. Now you know. You have an inner guide guiding you to where you need to be. You're no longer looking a little bit shaky, baby. Infinite love and health. I'm so happy it worked out for you. So, what awakening spiritually really feels like in the law of attraction explained to manifest what you really want. One of the biggest things is speaking things into existence. So like I said, we have to be very mindful with words. And I always tell you this, that you better watch what you say, because a lot of people speak without knowing the power of words. XXX Tentacion, like I said, thank goodness there was some justice. They were found guilty for his murder. But in 2018, XXX was in a car saying that if somebody kills me like this or whatever, everything he said came true. Andrew Tate said you only get 3 strikes. First, they silence you. Then they put you in jail. Then they kill you. He said it before he was in jail. Because you got to remind yourself, this is not a joke. Your words have power. Tupac Shakur said, I see death around the corner. When you remind yourself that words have power, a lot of people don't realize this. And part of manifestation is to realize that you want to start speaking what you want into existence. You want to start the I am affirmations. You want to start the I am affirmations. You can be honest with yourself. It's okay to be honest with yourself. But every statement you make, ask yourself, how is this helping me? I liken it to someone running a race. Now, if someone is running a race, deep divers, and they're like, hey, I'm going to lose the race, I'm giving up, what's going to happen? They're going to lose the race and give up. But if someone says, I've got a chance, I can still make it, they're going to finish the race. And who knows, they might get second place or even first place because they've given themselves a chance. They've given themselves a chance. So it always amazes me how some people throw dirt on themselves, talk bad against themselves. I'm like, hey, do you know what you're doing? You know, you want to imagine every word is being ingrained on your skin. Every word is a tattoo on your skin. What would that look like? Let me repeat that. You want to imagine every word is a tattoo on your skin. What would that look like? What would that look like in the mirror? Is it going to be words of self-love or self-hate? Oh, deep divers, we're diving deep. How you feeling? Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to everyone who's here. So, when we talk of manifesting your dream life, who you hang around is everything. And who you don't hang around with is everything. Friends, it's a word, friend, but what does it really mean? What if I told you that if you're not manifesting your dream life, you better check your circle because they're holding you back from where you need to be? There's a reason why a lot of people who are manifesting their dream life, they keep a low profile. They don't have a lot of people around them. They got the right people around them though. Right? They don't have a lot of people around them. They got the right people around them. And this is how to manifest what you want. Let me shout out to the wonderful Princey215. You are most definitely appreciated. I am a deep diver, forever protected by the universe. Hey, you better speak it. Fluorescent love and conciliation deep diver gang. Hey, we got a blast off for you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're blasting off right now. Oh yeah. You better speak it, Princey. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. What if I told you as well? A little secret I found out about manifestation is dress code. Why is dress code so important, deep divers, in manifestation? I'll let you answer it. Why is dress code so important? I like that. David Tomes, you're coming with another slow motion right now. David Tomes, you're most definitely appreciated. With 2 ears and 1 mouth, we ought to listen twice as much as we speak. Slow motion this side. That was powerful. That was powerful right there. That was powerful right there. And David, to tie into that, in 2017, there was a guy who met Elon Musk. And he was with another guy. The other guy he was with was just talking to Elon Musk, telling him about what he was going to do on all of these things. And then he left, right? The guy who was listening to Elon Musk didn't say any words, but he got some knowledge about starting a business. And David, what you said is very powerful, because when you speak, you might miss out on something. When you listen, you can receive information. That's the reason why we got 2 ears and 1 mouth. And that's essential for manifestation. Sometimes you're around people, you just want to shut up and listen. Because the more you talk, you're not learning anything new. David, you're coming in with all of this wisdom right now. Shout out to you. Matthew Tamplin, most definitely appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Matthew Tamplin, the universe ordained me to find this channel. And over the years, it has helped me so much. You have created the best experience on YouTube and Earth, Infinite Waters, Diving Deep. Hey, I'm humbled right now. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. You're most definitely appreciated. I definitely appreciate that. And like I say, I'm here to encourage you all to do the same, because right now we can all do the same. You know, for me, I'm all about giving you the secrets to go to the next level, because that's the only thing that matters. You know, when you wake up, you want to say, oh, this is how my life has changed because of this information. When I was coming up, I had a mentor who was giving me great information. And that's why I'm here today. And a lot of you, if you would invest as much as you do into knowledge as you do into entertainment, great things would happen. I see so many people, they got time for all kind of Netflix shows and all of this, but how has your life changed? You want to be the producer of the show, not just the consumer of the show. That's a slow motion, right? So it always amazes me that a lot of people who now are investing in their knowledge, learning from people, getting the skills to become your greatest version, these people are now on their way to manifest big. Kayla Spings, you are appreciated. Spins, you got a weird surname. I love it. Thank you so much. Spinks. You have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. Follow at Sweet Lit for more health, wealth services. Hey, you are appreciated. And that's similar to what Krishnamurti said. The truth is a pathless land. It's an extraordinary mystery, not the mystery that people talk of, not the mystery that you read in books, but a mystery one has to discover for oneself. And that's exactly what it's like. Kayla, beautiful, beautiful wisdom you're dropping. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. So, what awakening spiritually really feels like, and the law of attraction explained to manifest what you want. So we're on the law of attraction and to manifest your dream life. So one of the biggest things I've noticed about people who live their dream life, they've all got one thing in common: good energy. And this is what you need, because you see, when you wake up with that good energy, even if you have woken up out of the wrong side of bed, but the moment you choose to go for a run, go for a walk with the cat down the road or the dog down the road, and the frequency starts to increase. That good energy is a catalyst for manifesting your dream life. I've seen it because I'm doing it. And it's genuine. When I'm smiling in videos, I'm really smiling because life is good. But once upon a time, I was a screw face. When I was 16, 17 years old, life was hard. And I realized I wasn't manifesting anything. And a lot of people are in this position right now. They walk around with heavy energy. Negative emotions flood their entire immune system. And this blocks you from your greatest desires and dreams. And that's why every single day, have a gratitude journal. Write one thing you're grateful for. I'm doing it every single day. And you'll find the more you can focus on that, the more you focus on things, the more you will attract to be grateful for. The more you will attract to yourself to be grateful for. The more you focus on gratitude, the more things you attract to be grateful for. But good energy. This is a hack. This is a cheat code. A lot of people don't even realize you have an intro to your life. What is your intro? When a boxer goes to fight, they got a theme song. That's going to charge them up, get them ready to manifest, right? But what is your theme song? What's the background music of your life like? Is it a depressing song that you're losing in life and things are so terrible? Is it doomsday or is it, hey, I got Roy Ayers. Name a Roy Ayers song, Deep Divers. Let me see how many soul brothers or sisters are here. Name a Roy Ayers song, because that's what I got in the background. If you name the song I'm thinking of, I'll do a slow motion. I got that song in the background of my mind every single day. Ever since I started to listen to that song, I started to manifest. I said, oh my gosh, this stuff really works. Thank you, Cloth Peddler. Everybody loves the sunshine. When I started to listen to that song, I said, oh my gosh, I'm manifesting my dream life. Everybody loves the sunshine. It's only manifestation right now. Life is good. That's my background music. Roy Ayers. Listen to Roy Ayers. Everybody loves the sunshine. That's a high frequency song. And that's my background music. So when you remind yourself, even music can help you manifest your dream life. What is the sounds you're introducing into your body, mind, and soul? Sound frequencies are the universe's way of communicating with you. Whatever you consume will consume you. And that's the reason why it's so important, so powerful, to make sure you got the right theme song for your life. It better be inspiring for you. It better be motivating for you. And that's what it's always about. Slow motion this side. One of the biggest things as well is you reaching out. I see so many people, because when we talk about manifesting your dream life, I see so many people who are afraid to manifest. They're afraid of their greatness, but more so they're afraid to reach out. And when you don't reach out, what happens? You're only left with what you've always had. David Tome said something very powerful during this show. He said, Anything you say to someone, no matter how small, has the power of changing someone's entire life for the better. Deep divers, that was powerful, what David said. No matter how small, you might think it's nothing. They might say it's everything. And that's the reason why in your own life, ask yourself, how am I serving people? How am I practicing acts of service? Because you see, deep divers, we're all here to serve each other. I'm serving you right now. You're going to serve someone else. This is how you manifest your dream life. Because I've been serving people, and this is the paradox, people are now serving me. I can go to Bulgaria, Mexico, Ethiopia, South Africa, anywhere on the globe, France, Germany. Someone's going to say, Ralph, I'm going to invite you into my house. I'm going to cook for you because your videos have changed my entire life. I literally have that. People saying, Ralph, come to my house. I'm going to feed you grapes. And I'm like, I'm going to take you up on that offer. But because when you serve people, people will serve you. And this is the reason why to manifest your dream life begins with service. Instead of thinking about how you can make $1 million, think about how you can serve 1 million people. David Tomes, you are appreciated. I think I fear success. Let me tell you this, that success is frightening because a lot of people, like Marianne Williamson said, are afraid of their greatness. People are afraid of success because they don't have the confidence to own it. They think, who are they to be marvelous? Who are they to be great? But who are you not to be? Right? And you have to start saying, hey, I came here to be successful. I came here to live in abundance. I came here to be in health and wealth and love. And the more you're afraid of success, the more you give yourself permission to stay mediocre. You didn't come here to be average. You came here to be the best that you can possibly be. Not better than me, but the best for you. You should only be in competition with yourself. So we got to delete these programs. You got to delete the BS because it's all belief systems. Anytime you wake up with a thought saying, I'm afraid of going to the next level, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and say, is it any better on this level though? Where you are right now is not the best place either. So go and find out what it feels like to go to the next level. Great question, David. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, by the way, add me on Twitter at Infinite Waters, because I got a new Twitter account at Infinite Waters. Add me on Instagram at Ralph Smart. Once again, add me on Twitter. Pull out your phone at Infinite Waters. I'm posting daily quotes. Pull out your phone right now. Add me on Twitter at Infinite Waters and Instagram at Ralph Smart, but especially Twitter at Infinite Waters, because you can get daily inspiring messages on Twitter at Infinite Waters. Smash that like button, deep divers. Hit the super chat. Reading every single comment. How you feeling today, deep divers? Oh yeah. Soul Sensation, you are appreciated. Awakening isolated me from everyone. I quit work. I can't go back. I feel lost. Trying to find purpose. Some days high, some hopeless. It can be dark. Well, let's talk about that. See, many people who are on their journey of spiritual awakening go through what we call a dark night of the soul. They go through a very dark time. Dark is not bad. Dark is good. In fact, 80% of the universe is dark matter, dark energy. 90%. More than that, right? We're living in a dark matter, dark energy universe for a reason. Because in our darkest moments, we become illuminated. And when you can remind yourself of this, that you're going to have to feel this way, but you won't have to feel this way forever. Let me repeat that. You're going to have to feel this way, but you won't have to feel this way forever. This too shall pass. It's only transient. That's the good news. It is temporary. But you have to remind yourself you have taken the leap of faith. You decided that you don't want to be regular. You decided you don't want to fit in. You could have fit in. You could have done what everyone else is doing, but you know it would have haunted you. You know you now could no longer live with yourself. So you said, I quit work. I can't go back. I feel lost. Happened to me. You have to let go of something old to embrace something new. You have to feel lost to be found. And you have to have a story to tell afterwards. And my, oh my, Soul Sensation, you're going to have a story to tell. Matter of fact, you're going to have a #1 best-selling book. J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter series, do you know that she was rejected from every single publisher for many, many years? Nobody cared about Harry Potter. She was down and out on benefits. But one day someone said, oh, that looks like a great story. And then she became one of the best-selling authors of all time. And that's what awakening is like as well. You will have a lot of days where you feel lost, isolated, but one day, that's all it takes for the car to turn around, for the light bulb to go off, for everything to be worth it. So remind yourself, this is what you chose. And remind yourself, you're going to have a story to tell. I'm going to buy your best-selling book. You see, hard times make strong souls. Hard times make mentally strong people, emotionally strong people. People say, Ralph, gosh, how are you here after all these years? Not even a scratch on you. Oh, deep divers. Looking 18, oh, deep divers. The reason why is because I'm very resilient. I've had so many falls that I don't mind falling. I can get back up. I got a thick skin. And this is why I'm still here, because I've got the mental fortitude. It's not about physical strength. It's a mental game. All is mental. And I'm cultivating mental strength every single day. After being here for so long, I've had all kinds of things happen to me. But it only sharpened my sword. And Soul Sensation, you've got to remind yourself, it's only temporary. It's only temporary. That's the good news. Thank goodness. Everything is changing. That's the only constant in the universe. So allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to go through this feeling of being lost and remind yourself you will find what makes your heart sing. And I'm going to buy your best-selling book. Can we get a blast off?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're blasting off right now. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. Powerful show so far. Powerful, powerful show. So wonderful to interact with all of you deep divers in live time. I'm going to be doing more of this. Matthew Tamplin. Do you think the moon and stars play a part in our evolution? Great question. Absolutely. We've got to remind ourselves we're governed by everything around us. And depending on the time you were born, what constellation the stars were in, it affects your personality. We know this. The moon is the shadow. That's the reason why on a full moon, people become lunatics. They get crazy. Because the moon brings out what you're trying to hide during the day. Have you noticed that, deep divers? The moon brings out what you're trying to hide during the day. Go and walk on a full moon. This is the best time to heal yourself. Walk on a full moon. You will have a nervous breakdown and it's going to be okay. Because the moon, you can't hide with the moon. Everything comes out. The moon knows all of your secrets. The moon knows all of your secrets. When you have you done that, deep divers, walking on a full moon and like the moon is really making you confront yourself with your shadow and you're like, oh my gosh. Right? So the moon is very powerful for us doing the shadow work. Very, very powerful. Great question. Jarvis Dixon. You're most definitely appreciated. Shout out to you. Hey, Ralph, does abstinence help you manifest? That's a great question. Great question. Let me tell you this, that anytime you refrain from something, whether it's sexual pleasure, whether it's food, whatever it is, it can give you discipline. But you have to say, what am I doing this for? See, many initiates, many great masters chose to be abstinent because they wanted to protect their energy. They wanted to conserve their energy. Got to remind yourself that when we talk of the whole world, the energy is very crazy out there. And that's the reason why when you choose to work on yourself, it can only be a great thing. Also, when you study sexology, you realize raising the seed is how the Kundalini energy rises. You want to rise. It goes to the crown chakra, to the third eye chakra. That's the reason why you can see the light in the middle of the forehead, between the brows. That's the third eye. And that happens to a lot of people when they refrain from sexual pleasure sometimes, food, all of these things, overindulging. I always say it's a balance, you know. I'm not one just for abstinence. I'm not one for all of that. I always say it's about balance, but especially if you're young, you need to. If you're young, between the ages of 18 and 28, you have to. I would say between the ages of 18 and 30, you have to. You must. If you want to go to the next level, you must try it. Because you see, a lot of people have no energy to manifest their dreams, no energy to manifest their desires, because their energy is gone. And you want to use that sexual energy, transmute the energy to power your dreams. Shout out to everyone who's here. The inorganic ones don't care if you squander your sexual energy because they want you to. They want a world of weak men and weak women. They don't want you to raise the energy. And that's the reason why we're in an over-sexualized culture. And a lot of people, once they say, you know what, I'm going to raise a seed, I'm going to No Nut November, all of these things, try it and see what happens. A lot of people become 10 times more powerful, but they're not going to tell you this. They're not going to tell you this. But just ask someone what's happened. Ask me. You develop more strength because it's more sacrifice. When you want to have fun, you can let go. But when you want to do something very big, you got to be focused. And this is the reason why all of the boxers before a fight, Muhammad Ali, all of these people, they would say, hey, we got to discipline. We got to raise the frequency. We got to raise it up, because they knew that would give them more strength. But that's a whole nother science, deep divers. How long did I hold it for? I held it for 1 year once. I did a video about it. My head nearly exploded. I don't recommend it. At the same time, when you remind yourself sexual energy is beautiful, sexual energy is beautiful, Tantra, you can channel the energy. You can manifest with the sexual energy when you have the right partner to do it. Great question. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Deep divers, make sure you smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. I said, let me go live. Let me talk to deep divers in live time. And powerful, 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 powerful show. Powerful show. Hit that like button, deep divers, share the video. Give yourself a round of applause. Shout out to everyone who's here. Like I say, very powerful show. Powerful show. And like I say, I'm doing these shows like 2 hours. It keeps going. If you hit the super chat, we keep it going. But 2 hours is when it stops. If there's a special question you want to put afterwards, hit the super chat, we keep it going. But like I say, I want to thank everyone who's been here. Powerful show. We covered a lot of ground, deep divers. And go and check out that new video. A spiritual awakening will change your life forever. Powerful video. Powerful video. We can go 80s, deep divers, because I know a lot of you like the 80s. Let's raise the frequency.
I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here.
Feels so good to be alive. Shout out to you. Stephen, you're most definitely appreciated. Thank you so much. Stephen Williams, you're most definitely appreciated. Shout out to everyone who's here. So many wonderful deep divers, so many to count. Like I say, it's so wonderful just to go live. Like I say, deep divers, it's been a while. But I had to go live. Laval Nichols, you're appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who's been here. And like I say, deep divers, we're living in powerful times. You know, take this as a time where you want to go to the next level of your life. I'm doing it, and I want to see you do it as well. Things can only get better. Things can only get better. And things will only get better. Deep divers. So many wonderful deep divers who are here. So many amazing deep divers. I know a lot of you enjoyed this one. I know a lot of you enjoy the show. And that's what it's always about. Once again, deep divers, to everyone who's here, much love to all of you. I'll be back. And you got a question. If there's a specific topic you want to talk about, make sure you add me on Instagram at Ralph Smart and Twitter at Infinite Waters. Submit questions, messages there. Deep divers, I love all of you. Once again, make sure you smash the like button, share the video, subscribe. Powerful show. Powerful show. Deep divers of planet Earth. I'll be back. One love. Let's go.